Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news all right. Ravens fans, buckle up because what's brewing in the NFL world right now could be one of the most significant moves for our team this season. Rumors are swirling around the league, especially about a potential blockbuster trade involving none other than Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs. This isn't just some off-season gossip. It's a serious conversation that could reshape the AFC landscape and, more importantly, our chances of another deep playoff run. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, Chris Jones is not just any defensive tackle. He's an interior beast, a game wrecker that can dominate offensive lines and change the complexion of a game in an instant. His ability to disrupt plays, get pressure on the quarterback, and stuff the run makes him one of the most feared defensive players in the league. For the Ravens, acquiring a talent like Jones would be a game changer, especially considering our recent struggles with interior pass rush and run defense. Sources close to the league are whispering that the Kansas City Chiefs are in a bit of a tough spot financially. With about $5 million in cap space after Mahomes' recent extension, which is looming over Week 6 with his elbow flare-up, the Chiefs are reportedly considering a partial rebuild. They're facing some tough choices, especially with their defense ranking only 18th in the league, allowing an average of 24 points per game. Their odds of making a deep playoff run are also taking a hit, currently sitting at plus 200, and some analysts are comparing their defensive struggles to the Rams in 2021 when they suffered a major collapse. It's clear the Chiefs are in a position where they might need to hit the reset button, and trading away some of their star power could be part of their strategy. The speculation about Jones being available for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft has gained traction. That's a relatively modest price to pay for a player of his caliber, especially considering the impact he could have on a contender like the Ravens. For Kansas City, this trade might be all about acquiring younger defensive linemen and future assets, given their current rebuild mode. They're also likely to focus on rebuilding their offensive line with the roughly $10 million in cap space they'd free up post-trade, as they try to shore up a line that's been inconsistent this year. Their run defense, in particular, has been a concern, allowing 4 yards per carry, which is not what you want from a team aiming for another Super Bowl appearance. The odds for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl are at plus 800, but with their current struggles, it seems like they might be willing to take some risks to get younger and more flexible. On the flip side, for the Ravens, this potential acquisition couldn't come at a better time. We're currently sitting at 3-5, and while that record isn't ideal, the AFC North is still very much within reach. Our division rivals are banged up, and a player like Jones would bring a level of interior dominance that could elevate our entire defense. Especially with Washington's Achilles injury that will force him out for surgery in Week 7 against the Bengals, our interior defensive line needs reinforcements. Jones would be a perfect fit, providing elite run-stopping ability and interior pressure that could turn the tide of many games. Think about it. Adding Jones to a front seven that has already been playing well with the likes of Calais Campbell and Justin Madubuike could create one of the most formidable defensive lines in the league. His ability to generate interior pressure and command double teams would open up opportunities for our edge rushers and linebackers to make more plays. Historically, Jones has been a game wrecker, accumulating 85 sacks and 320 pressures over his career. His 2024 season even earned him All-Pro honors with 11 sacks, a testament to his consistency and dominance. His pass rush win rate of 25% and get off of 1.9 seconds make him a nightmare for any offensive line. And let's not forget his versatility. Jones lines up roughly 65% of the time as a defensive tackle and 35% as a nose tackle, allowing him to be adaptable based on our defensive schemes. His YAC allowed is just 31 yards, and he's known for his ability to disrupt both the run and pass game. He's a player who can create mismatches and force offenses into uncomfortable situations, much like a young Aaron Donald, but with his own unique style. His presence would elevate our defense from a solid unit to one of the league's top defenses, especially after we've made key moves in the secondary with trades involving Dremont Jones and Gervonta Gilden. Now, what about the impact on the AFC North race? The division is wide open this year, with the Steelers, Bengals, and Browns all fighting to hold their ground. Adding Jones would give us a huge advantage, especially against teams that rely heavily on their run game and pocket protection. His projected impact could see us improving our run defense by around 14%, making it much harder for divisional rivals to establish their game plans. Think about facing a Browns team that leans on their physical run game. Jones's presence could neutralize that threat, tipping the scales in our favor. Looking at the bigger picture, the odds for the Super Bowl after potential moves like this are starting to shift. The betting markets have already seen the Ravens' odds jump from +5-0 to +2-0, reflecting a growing belief that we're positioning ourselves for a serious postseason push. With Jones in the fold, our chances to make a deep run increase exponentially. He would serve as the X factor, especially in tight playoff games where interior pass rush and run defense can decide the outcome. His career postseason stats include 9 sacks, and he's been known to elevate his game when it matters most. Of course, there are questions about whether the Chiefs will actually make the move. Some analysts are skeptical, citing the cap constraints and the need to rebuild their offensive line, which could make giving up Jones a tough pill to swallow. The Chiefs are likely to demand a high price, perhaps even more than just a second-round pick, especially considering his value. Meanwhile, the fan backlash from trade rumors involving a player of Jones's caliber could mirror what we saw with other big trades in recent years, like Nick Bosa's potential move or the Dolphins' pursuit of Sub back in 2023. But for us, this isn't just about acquiring a star. It's about transforming our front seven into an impenetrable force. With Jones, we'd have the kind of interior presence that can dominate a game from start to finish, forcing offenses into uncomfortable mismatches and creating turnovers. It's the kind of move that can turn a good team into a championship contender, especially if we can pair him with our existing pass rushers and linebackers. Our defensive stats would improve dramatically, with projected 8+ sacks from Jones alone and a significant boost in run-stopping efficiency. Now, let's talk about the broader AFC picture. The Ravens are always looking to build a roster that can compete at the highest level, and this kind of move signals a serious intent to contend. The AFC is stacked, but a dominant interior defensive lineman like Jones could be the piece that pushes us over the edge. It's reminiscent of the days when Ray Lewis and Ed Reed led our defense, players who could change the course of a game with a single play. Jones has that kind of potential, especially in the playoffs where interior pressure is often the key to victory. The potential playoff implications are huge. With Jones leading our interior, we could see a significant boost in our ability to stop the run and pressure the quarterback, making us a nightmare for any team. His presence could bring our odds to get past the divisional round and into the AFC Championship game to a whole new level. Historically, teams with a disruptive interior presence have made deep postseason runs, and with a guy like Jones, the Ravens could be looking at a similar trajectory. His impact would be felt immediately, elevating the entire defense and giving our offense more opportunities to score. Looking ahead, the trade market for Jones is heating up, and the Ravens need to stay aggressive if we want to land him. The window is closing, and with the deadline approaching, every day counts. The possibility of adding such a game-changing player is tantalizing and could be the move that cements our status as serious contenders this year. It's about making bold moves, about understanding that championships are won with aggressive, calculated risks, and Jones could be the centerpiece of that strategy. Finally, Ravens fans, this is what we've been waiting for. A move that signals we're not just in the hunt, but aiming to dominate. The AFC North is getting more competitive by the day, but we're positioning ourselves to be at the top of the mountain once again. Whether it's through a trade for Jones or other strategic moves, our team has the talent and the drive to go all the way. Keep your eyes peeled because things are heating up, and this could be the move that defines our season. The Ravens are ready to make a statement, and with Jones in the mix, we're looking at a team that's built for greatness. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think acquiring Chris Jones would be the game changer we need? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news. We're on the cusp of something special, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Let's go Ravens.